Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring one of my friends battle who submitted a Great League format video. So the team consists of Morpeko, Dewgong and the Jumpluff. So the battles are submitted by the Insane Kef 9. So get ready for some insane battles. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. And let's begin the video. Let's see what the first opponent has. So here comes the first opponent and we are leading with Morpeko. Opeko versus it's a Diggersby. It's a kind of a tough lead. So we are going to save switch into our Dewgong. So Dewgong is very good save switch. For many season, the Icy Wind debuff are very annoying. So here I think it is going to throw Scorching Sand. We are going to shield up just to debuff them. And we are going to overfarm a bit. And just before they reach another move, we are going to throw the Icy Wind. Very good timing. So this Icy Wind will do super effective damage and it will debuff. Here comes the Fraligator. So we should be going for the Drill Run, not the Icy Wind. And here we go for the Drill Run. This will do neutral damage and good amount of damage is done, but this is not a shadow one, so I think nearly 3 Drill Run will be required. So he's going to go for Hydro maybe, and Hydro is resisted, so they are going to spam out second one as well. We can take it, so we can reach another Drill Run. Actually we dip here, we stored a move and then dip into our Morpeko, and we are going to go for Psychic Fang. This Psychic Fang is more than enough to knock out the Fraligator. Actually they shielded the move for some reason. Maybe they are trying to throw the Hydro Cannon so that they can grab the shield. So we invested the first shield here, and I think we can Thunder Shock them down. And here comes the Clefable. We are going to go for the Psychic Fang, not the Dark type Oroville, which is resisted. And our switch timer is not up yet, and he shields the move. Actually he could have let it go, and he throws here. This is Meteor Mash. I think it could be a Meteor Mash or Swift. Actually it was Swift and we survived it, and we saved our Morpeko and then dip into a Jumpluff. So I think we should overfarm so that we can get ready for the back Pokemons as well. So here they throw Meteor Mash and they are running Meteor Mash and Swift. So we are going to go for Energy Ball. This is not going to knock out, but it will put them very low, and they are in a deep red health. So we can go for Aerial Ace to knock them out, and actually they catch here. They caught it on Diggersby. Very good catch by the opponent, but still the game is not over yet. But the Fire Punch is going to do super effective. Before that we are going to throw our Aerial Ace. Very good timing. So this Aerial Ace is going to be enough to knock out. And now the only Pokemon which is remaining is this Clefairy and the Fraligator. So we catch here, we return a favor of catching. So this is Meteor Mash, and yes it is. So now we can come with our Jumpluff and farm up more energy. So we are going to wait for full switch timer, and now we come back with the Jumpluff, but they have back to back. So they are going to throw a Meteor Mash again. No, actually this time they threw a Swift. So we just did one more Fairy Wind and then we threw Aerial Ace. So I think we can Fairy Wind them down, and we have a Dewgong as well. So I think one Fairy Wind was enough and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won the first match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Again a Diggersby lead. So it's a kind of a bad lead. Again we are going to say switch into our Dewgong, and they dip into Jumpluff. So this is not an answer, but still Jumpluff can fight back, but not with this Icy Wind debuff. So we are going to go for it, and this is double super effective, so they are forced to shield here. Now we can survive Energy Ball better. So I think we can let the first one go through. So we are not going to shield the first one. Energy Ball does half of the damage, but this Icy Wind will be enough to knock out the Jumpluff if they don't invest the final shield. Let's see what happens. And they don't, and let's see. And here comes the Diggersby. So this tells me they might be core broken by the Dewgong. So we should start investing shield on our Dewgong. So we invested the first one. They go for the Scorching Sand and we get the attack debuff. Actually it's a Azumarill at the back. And here comes the Morpeko. It is going to do a lot of damage with this Oroville on the CMP tie. I think this is an Ice Beam CMP tie. So Oroville does get shielded and he's going to throw a Ice Beam. We can survive it, but still we are very glassy, so we are going to shield this. And yes, it is an Ice Beam. And now I think we should go for Psychic Fang, but my friend decided to go for Oroville for some bad manners. So going for the Aura Will, this is going to do neutral damage. Actually it is a resisted, not very effective, but because it's boosted it did more. And now we are back in electric form, but it's of no use because Azu reaches a charge move, so it is going to knock us out. And we survived actually, or maybe they undercharged, I'm not sure. So we are going to overfarm a bit and wait for the catch. So now we have to throw this energy ball doing super effective, and let's see what happens. And we are very healthy, so I think this looks easy win for us. And we are going to overfarm a bit, and they reach a fire punch. It is not going to do that much, not a stab move, but still it adds up. So we have to take out this Diggersby quickly, and later Azu can be handled easily with the Dewgong and the jump bluff. But the jump bluff is going to take the super effective from the ice beam, actually double super effective because of its flying and grass typing, and it knocked us out. But we have stored a drill run, and this drill run is going to knock out the Azumarill, and we are going to secure the win with our safe switch Dewgong. So good game, we won this match as well. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. And it's a dream lead for us, Morpeko versus Azumarill. They might dip or might try to catch the Aura Will, so we have to be very careful. So we did a overfarm here, we were waiting for the catch, so that's why we didn't throw. So safely shielding this ice beam, and now we throw a Aura Will. This is going to do a lot of damage. It might knock out depending on the Azu IVs, and actually it survived. I think it survived with 1 HP. No, actually it knocked out, it one shotted. So let's see what is going to return. And here comes the Talonflame, and might be they don't have good response for the Morpeko, so we are going to bait them with the Psychic Fang, and they fall for it because the boosted Morpeko is more deadly. So we are going to dip into Dewgong, our safe switch, and they dip into their Rapion. They have neutral attacks and we have super effective drill run, so we don't bother about shielding, and they go for the crunch, and we can go for the drill run. This is going to do a lot of damage. So let's see if they decide to shield here. They will definitely survive this, and they get into deep red health, and I think icy wind will be enough, or maybe we should just farm them down. And we are not going to shield this crunch, we are fine, and we still survived it. And we are going to just farm them down and throw the icy wind, debuff the Talonflame so that he cannot clear his debuff. Until and unless they are running flame charge, they can reset back their attack. We go for the icy wind, debuff their attack, and it's a tough call. He has a lot of energy, so we are going to sacrifice the jump bluff, going to throw the aerial ace, and they threw here. This could be a flame charge or maybe fly. They go for the fly, but we survive, and we are going to generate back to back, just one fairy wind away from the second one. So this is fine. This is going to grab the final shield, and yes it does. And here comes the Morpeko to close out the game with the Aura Veil, but before that opponent just top left. So let's move towards the next opponent, and the next opponent has a bad lead, which is Gastrodon. Coming back into the safe switch, our Dewgong, and they are not dipping, so we can go for the icy wind immediately. No, actually we allow them to throw here because we were very careful for the catch. So we are going to shield, and they bait us with a body slam. We thought this could be earth power, so we are going to go for this icy wind, debuff their attack, and yes it does. And here comes their own Dewgong, so we can go for those neutral drill run, and at one point of time we might dip into more Peko. Let's see what happens. So we are going to go for drill run, and our switch timer is getting up, so he's going to throw. This could be a drill run, we are fine with it. Now maybe we can dip into Morpeko because our switch timer is misaligned, and yes we do. So we are going to go for super effective Aura Well. This is just going to one shot them if they don't shield, and they might dip into Gastrodon later, and they do shielded the move. So we grab the first shield, which is good for us, and they throw drill run. So I think we should be shielding this move. Yes we do. And now it's time for a Gastrodon, and unfortunately they threw here, so this could be an earth power or maybe a body slam. They go for the body slam, and we reach our dark typing Aura Will with a 1 HP in a dream. So this is going to grab the final shield. Let's see what happens here. And if he shields, then we have a hard answer for the Gastrodon, which is our jump bluff. Gastrodon cannot do anything against the jump bluff. All of the move are resisted. So I think this is a good time to overfarm a bit energy on our Jumpluff. They go for the body slam, so they might dip at any point of time and they have their own Dewgong. So I think we should stay overfarmed, and they go for another body slam which is not very effective. We are overfarming a lot, and now we go for the air release because this is the range where air release will be enough and energy ball will be overkill, and yes, it is enough. And if Dewgong returns, we can blindly throw the energy ball. Let's see what returns. And here comes the Dewgong. This is going to one shot from this health range. And let's see what the final Pokemon is. Maybe it can be handled by the Jumpluff itself. And yes, actually Dewgong can also handle it. So we are going to full send this energy ball. The rock slide will be super effective. And I think they are one mud slap away from it. So I think we should catch, and yes, my friend did the same thing what I thought. He caught the rock slide, and this rock slide is going to do super effective and knock out the Dewgong. And now the question is, can we reach energy ball before they reach rock slide? And yes, we do. So this energy ball is going to be enough to knock out the Marowak, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. And let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Maybe a good lead. So we are going to go for Morpeko with Bebril. It's a good lead because we are electric typing and they dip immediately into their Clodsire, and we safe switch into our Dewgong, and they can have a Stone Age access which can do a lot of damage, and they threw it immediately, and actually it was a Sludge Bomb. Very good call. So we can throw Icy Wind, doing super effective damage and debuffing their attack. So definitely they are not running Stone Age. So now I think we can win the switch without investing any shield. So another earthquake or sludge bomb is not going to do that much, but our ice event will be enough to knock out. And they go for the earthquake. We are into deep red health. We are going to overfarm a bit and then go for the icy wind. This will knock out, or they might invest a shield here. But I think they shouldn't be doing it, and they didn't. And let's see what is going to come up. And here comes the Bibril. So we are going to go for neutral drill run, and at the last moment we got it. Very lucky. So this drill run is going to do neutral damage, did a decent amount of damage. Now we can come with more Peko. Now we have to shield, even though it's a Surf or Hyper Fang, we should be shielding it because we are very glassy. And here comes the ape, but we have a very good answer for it, which is Jumpluff. Hopefully this is Rage Fist, not a Ice Punch. Let's see what they throw here. It's a Rage Fist, and we can go for super effective air release. And Primeape is very glassy Pokemon. Even one air release will take 90% of the health. So they are shielding this move, so we are fine. We can reach one more, and I think they will require 3 to 4 Rage Fist to knock us out, and we have a shield left, so this looks winnable to us. But we have to be very careful. If they catch, then match might flip. So we are going to go for another air release, and they give up the final shield. We have one shield left, so I think we are not going to shield, and this Rage Fist may be enough to knock us out. And we are going to dip immediately and snipe them with a Psychic Fang because they are very boosted. And I think few more Thunder Shock will be enough. Actually one Thunder Shock will be enough after this, and yes it is. And now we can easily reach our Aura Will and knock them out, but before that they are going to top left. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent, and the next opponent has a good lead for him and bad lead for us. So I think we are going to safe switch again into Dewgong, and they have a Galate. So one close combat is going to hit very hard. So let's see if we are going to call it. So we decided to shield this move, and it was a Leaf Blade, but fine, we don't have to risk it. After this Icy Wind debuff, we can no shield another move. So let's see what happens. So we go for the Icy Wind, and they are going to throw another move. High chance this time they might throw a close combat, but still we are not shielding. Let's see what happens. And yes, they go for the close combat, and we can go for Icy Wind and knock them out. Actually we went for the drill run, so this is definitely going to be enough, and they didn't shield. So now we have an alignment, and let's see what is going to return. And here comes the Quagsire again. So we have a hard answer, which is Jumpluff, and we get the Icy Wind. Unfortunately at the last moment they threw Aqua Tail. That is fine, we can align. Actually they are not running Aqua Tail, they are running Mud Bomb. Maybe Mud Bomb Aqua Tail variant. So our Jumpluff is safe if they are not running Stone Age. So they are going to go for a move. So let's see what happens. But we got surprise Stone Age on face, but we have a super effective energy ball which is just going to one shot them if they are not going to shield this move, and it just one shot it. And the final Pokemon is Piloswine, so we should be going for the energy ball. Either it will knock out or it will guarantee the shield. Let's see what happens here. And actually they didn't shield. Now we are going to come with Morpeko. Hopefully I can get Psychic Fang, so we are going to go for it, which is good. I think this was a CMP tie maybe. Let's see what happens. And yes, it was a CMP tie. Now they are going to throw a Avalanche, so we should be shielding this move because our win con is to just tap the screen as much as we can. Hopefully we reach another Psychic Fang, and unfortunately now we are left with no shield. So here we have to keep tapping our screen and just fairy wind them down, and we are going to secure the win. So it was a close win. So thank you Kev for submitting these insane battles. Also thank you to all my viewers who watched the video till end. Now just one request, please subscribe, like, comment. Till the time, take care, trainers, have a good day.